Welcome back to Cooking with Jay. Today we're going to meal prep breakfast for the week. I know it's Monday, but I got a late start, so here we go. We've got our pan, so we're going to spray this down with oil and put eggs and all the stuff into it. We've got our cutting board, we've got our eggs, our farm fresh eggs, and then we're going to add mushrooms, peppers, and cheese to it. And for the ride, so stay tuned. Get your ingredients out and start your music. So we are meal prepping for Tuesday breakfast, Wednesday breakfast, Thursday breakfast, because Friday I work from home. So we need 2, 4, 6 eggs. So we're just going to take our eggs and crack them into the bowl. And you'll want to make sure that you preheat your oven. I always forget to do this step, but make sure you do that at the beginning. That way it can be ready for you by the time you get to it. So we've got all our eggs in the bowl. We're going to mix them. Remember, we mix with a fork because it just works better. So mix, mix, mix. Mix until they look all nice and all the yolks are broke. Everything looks good. All right, that looks good to me. So we're going to let those sit and we will cut up our veggies. Alrighty, never forget to wash your produce. And then cut your peppers. And remember, we learned that neat trick. You cut the top off, cut the bottom off, push those to the side, and then you cut along the side, and then you just shave off the inside. Oh, gotta start up here this time. And remember, if you can't see, you just cut that off. And there you go. The inside's all cut off. This time there's a lot of seeds in there, so I am gonna rinse it. And then you just start dicing. So cut into strips and dice. All right, now we're gonna cut mushrooms, and I don't cut mushrooms too often, but you just cut until they're small enough for you. So I usually like them about like this size. Also, I don't wash my mushrooms. I just cut them up and then use them. I don't know if I'm supposed to be washing them, but I'm not. I wish I could show you guys the other angle, because sometimes the mushrooms have their like stem thing, which makes it different to cut, and some just have their mushroom top, which makes it easier to cut. So I'll do my best. Can I do one hand? Let's try. So we'll flip you. So this one's just like the mushroom top, so I just cut. Oh, I gotta make sure I do this. I'll look through here. Cut, cut. And that one's kind of big, so we'll cut it again. And then we turn them. And then cut again in half. And then most of those are pretty tiny. Enough. If you see any big ones, just chop them up. Just chop them up. Chop them up. But let me get one with the stem so I can show you how I cut that. So this one has the stem, as you can obviously see. So I cut, 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 cut. And then I just, again, just keep cutting until they're small enough for my liking. There's no science behind it, just cut until they're small enough. And do that until you think you have enough for how many ever muffins you're making for the week. Mandatory dance break, because there's a good song. You can't hear it. Hey Google, turn volume up to 60%. I'm far away from the food. Okay, done. Pause. Okay, once you have everything cut up, oh my god, I thought I had something in my hair. Once you have everything cut up, we'll be prepping into the muffin pan. Eggs, the peppers, and the mushrooms. So now we're going to take our olive oil and spray our pan. So you just spray one spray in each hole. And we only have 3 days, so we only have 6, so we don't need those others, but there we go. All right. This is going to be hard with one hand, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to just keep this here, and then you dump just enough in. Oh, shoot, we're supposed to do this last. Oh, frickin' A, that was way too much. This is supposed to be the last step, so ignore this for now. And if I wouldn't have did too much in that other one, all of this would have worked out perfect. But I first like to add all the ingredients, because then it's easy to see, you know, which ones need more or less. So there's peppers, 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 peppers. I usually don't do this much, but I cut up too many, so here we are. Peppers. That one could use a little more. And then make sure you clean up around your pan, because you don't want that stuff to cook out there. So then we're done with the peppers. Now we're going to add the mushrooms. Shrooms. Shrooms. Because now these are going to be on the top. Ugh. Yeah, make sure you do the veggies and the mushrooms first. Sorry for the mistake. I got too excited to show you guys. Alright, might have cut up too many mushrooms, but never overdo it on the mushrooms, because you already don't like mushrooms. Okay. Alright, now we're going to add the cheese. Lots of cheese. Kind of break it up, make sure it gets crumbly. You want as little on the pan as possible. Obviously easier said than done sometimes. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Cheese. Push it all back into its perspective area. That one's gonna be a big boy. Perfect timing. The oven just got preheated to 4. So now we're gonna put our muffins in for 15 minutes and check them in 15 minutes. Here they go in. Do your best to not overfill them, because then they're super easy to put in. Oops, we dropped some mushrooms. And then timer, 50. And now, real quick, while we wait, do some dishes, do some cleanup, keep the kitchen looking good, and maybe a dance break. We'll see. Okay, not a mandatory dance break, but mandatory snuggle break with the little Luna. Can't see her unless you see the white. There she is. What you thinking, Luna? And then we've got little man over here, sprawled out as can be, sleeping. Everybody's sleepy tonight. Oh, but he gets happy tail wags too. I give you happy tail wags, Mom. Mom, is that a camera in my face? So sometimes when you check on them, they might look really done. So when they look, make sure you take them out. Those are done. They have went over. They are definitely done. Make sure you put on your oven mitt and grab them. Ooh. Wow, that's a big boy. And we'll let them cool a little bit, and then we'll take them out. All right, so we let them cool for like 2 seconds because we're impatient. But now we just pop them out into our container. Not the wrong way. And we'll do a taste test. I'm just going to wait until the end. But they should come out pretty easy if you spray them with oil. They should come out pretty easy. So I usually like mine with a little bit of salsa, but we're late night cooking, so we're just going to cut off a bite and try for y'all. So we got mushroom, peppers, eggs, and cheese. Cheers! So hot. Super hot. Very good. Peppers are good. Hot. Okay. Make sure you wait. But overall, very good. Peppers are good. Like I said, a little too many mushrooms, but it's okay. We'll live. And now you have breakfast for the rest of the week. You just take them individually and put them in bags and bring them to work. Thanks for watching Cooking with Jay, and we'll see you next time when we cook dinner.